a very early member at BookMyForex.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So essentially, I was even when I was there for the 4-5 years, I couldn't. I was itching to come back. Like even
Achha.
in my first 1 or 2 years, I was like, no, I was more happy in India. So it was just something that came within that I always felt at home and always felt really comfortable in India, and especially in my city as Delhi, right? So just had my ecosystem here. So I always wanted to come back. So the moment that I graduated on like Monday, and then Tuesday I took the flight back.
Really? Oh wow!
Yeah,
so you didn't even stay back for a bit?
No, I did not. And then it was just luck how this opportunity of BookMyForex presented itself. There was this guy, Mr. Sudarshan Motwani, right? He did Forex for about 40 odd years, right?
Wow.
And he had this idea of taking foreign exchange online. This is 2012, right? So I met him through my father, and I said, okay, what are you building? And he said, I want to get foreign exchange online, right? And this is 2012. There was no UPI.
Yeah.
RTGS had just come in.
Yeah.
Right? NEFT, right? So funds would take 2 to 3 hours to transfer, right? There was no GPS. Like most of the delivery guys would have black and white phones.
Correct.
So I couldn't track where the Forex order is, what's happening. So at
RTGS
that given
was done on physical forms.
Yeah, physical forms, exactly. And if I had to sell a foreign currency today, like you can buy a Neo card and you sign your A2 form online. Over there, I had to get it signed at the person's house. So operational challenges, very opaque market. Like if you would think how you bought foreign exchange, even today actually, you would have someone who's like your family friend or someone says, oh, just buy it from there. And he would say, okay, give me, what's the rate? He'll say 95. And you'll be, do better. And he'll be like, okay, 93. And you'll be like, okay, send it home.
Right.
And you have this informal sort of credit plus relationship with that person. And that's how you would buy foreign exchange. No one knew what the exact rate of Forex was.
That's true.
Right? No, if I asked you what the interbank rate today is, today people are educated consumers. At that time, they didn't know. So we were the first ones to bring a online rate card where you could open a website and see, okay, the dollar is trading at this, or this is what you can get a Forex card,
Wow.
or this is what you can get a currency for, right? We went through multiple pivots, but that business then did really well. Like in 2013, 2014, I think, and at that time, India wasn't traveling. The whole boom had not happened. At that time, we had almost touched 100 crore MRR, 100% on the website.
Wow.
There was no Instagram at that point of time.
Individuals buying, or was it also some businesses that?
Individuals, only B2C, 100% B2C. Yes, the problem with the businesses, the margins are only 1.5%.
Right.
So on the 100 crore, I'm only netting 1.5 crores.
I mean, with such a big thing, I might have thought
think about
businesses
it,
are buying and selling with you.
Yeah, but how many businesses today in directly B2C actually do 100 crores a month?
Yeah, true.
Someone coming on the website. And that also in an era where trust was not, people were not used to spending online. Like people were barely used to,
There's barely people
CODs were
online.
so high on Flipkart.
Yeah.
Right?
There's barely people online. At that
Yeah,
time.
exactly. And then they were and imagine them coming and saying that, okay, I'm going to buy currency. It could be fake.
Correct.
People worried about their clothes being fake, right? Or cosmetics being fake online. But here I'm going and giving you 1 lakh rupees of currency delivered to your doorstep. First, you have to pay me 1 lakh. So my average order value was about 1 lakh, right? Because people are traveling. They'll take at least 40, 50,000.
Correct.
They have to first pay me. And then in they RTGS me.
We
They
should also
wait
be
3
clear
hours.
At that time, 1 lakh actually meant $2,000, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
two
they
and a half.
RTGS me 50K. Then they have to wait 3 hours for that money to hit my account. Then my delivery guy leaves and goes to the doorstep and delivers. So they had like a 5-hour window of anxiety that am I going to get my currency or not? It was like a big journey, and I realized that call center is a big part of it. So our call center did really well. And
So how were you reaching out to customers? How would they find out about you?
so at that point in time, we did a lot of SEO.
Acha.
So there was no Instagram. We couldn't figure out also CACs, right? So Google AdWords and SEO is something we spend a lot of time on. So if you would write best USD rate Delhi, the first one would be BookMyForex.
I see.
Even we were above Thomas Cook also in most cities in India, and that's how most of the people would come online. They would actually go and say what they like. They would go out and they'd be like, okay, what's the Forex rate? And they would type it, right? They were like, okay, best USD rate would be the best. USD rate Delhi. And mine would be the first one. Or I would buy those AdWords and I would get. That was one.
And you focused on that.
Yeah. We launched this campaign called Zero Forex Markup. So what we did was we said we were the first ones to do it in India, where when you had a Forex card, right, let's say the interbank rate is 60 to $1. It used to be around 60 then, now it's about 80. But 60, everyone would mark their card up. So you would go to a bank, they're like, okay, we'll give it at 61, we'll give it at 65, 62. I would say, okay, whatever you see online, I'll give it to you at that. So it was zero Forex markup.
Wow.
And we put like an Economics Time front page ad, Times of India front page ad. So that's what used to. Newspaper was our way of going.
Yeah.
Newspaper, radio, SEO. and like Google AdWords. That
So
was the
just
four.
more traditional sources.
Yeah,
At least
at
initially.
least at that time.
Yeah.
See, 2013, 2014, there was not much out there.
And then how did you geographically scale this thing? You started in Delhi and then?
So interesting, I'll tell you. So we actually started as a brick and mortar. We
Acha.
said, okay, let's become like a Thomas Cook, right? So we had 3, 4, 5 branches. We had one in Delhi, one in Noida, one in Hyderabad, one in Bangalore. And we suddenly realized, we're like, okay, this is not scalable because of working capital, right? Like for me to tomorrow buy currency also, I need to have like every store, I need to have like 30, 40 lakhs of money that they can buy and then sell currency. If someone comes and sells me $2,000, right? I have that 2,000, now suddenly it drops in price. What do? I have to hold it for 2-3 days or offload it, or I need capital to hold that currency and hold. Let's say for me, my raw material was currency,
Correct,
which would be bought and sold, and that's money. So I need to have working capital. So we realized this will not scale. So we then pivoted to a marketplace where we said that let me go and tie up with all these small money changers everywhere, vetted money changers that I know them personally. I vetted them that everything is legit, nothing wrong will happen, and we would then pin code wise, you would just come in, you put in your pin code. I would map the currency rates around that area and show you the best rate. You would book it, it would go to the nearest money changer and he would come deliver the order. So we became a marketplace
I see.
for currency.
And how would the margins work then? Because you were at zero markup.
So that was for the Forex card.
Okay.
So Forex
For the-
card,
okay,
Forex
okay.
card. Forex card, you get MDR.
Okay.
So whenever on a credit card you spend money, there's
Correct.
2% that you pay to the merchant that flows back to the issuer.
That's how you made your money.
Yeah, so
Makes
we would
sense.
get 1.5% depending on the volumes you do. So that's the Forex card business. And
Correct.
then there was a currency note, which is hard cash. At that time, Forex cards had just been launched. So they were growing. Now everyone's used to Neo and Scapia and, like spending on cards. But at that time, everyone would love to take cash.
Correct.
The safest option when you're traveling abroad. I don't know what if this card doesn't work.
Correct,
What if the ATM
correct.
doesn't work. Like I would get all these sorts of answers, right? So then we would go and we would map out the rates next to, like close to you, whoever we had tied up with. The order would go there and then they would come and deliver the currency to you.
Interesting.
So margins wise, I think you asked on margins, right? So I would let's say that what they would send me a rate in the morning. Let's say 60.25, right? I would put it on my website, everything marked up by let's say 30 paise.
Okay.
So they would all send in and upload their rates on my dashboard. I'd given them like each of them a dashboard. So they would log into BookMyForex.
Wow.
They would put in that I have 1000 USD at 62.5.
Huh.
That would automatically go to my website that this guy services these pin codes. Those pin codes, if someone puts in, it would go for 25% premium would get added to that currency.
62.5 plus.
Plus 25 paise. So
25 paise,
62.75 would be the rate selling.
Got
rate.
it. Wonderful. Wow. And then what was your role exactly? In
So
this?
I would run ops for the business entirely. So making sure the rates are coming in, getting the right rates in the market, making sure the currency is being delivered on time, everything related to ops, tying up with the vendors.
And how big was the team when you started?
Yeah, when we started, we were like obviously 2-3 people, right? Just
Achha.
3 co-founders and like about 4-5 more people with us. On the
And
sales
then
side,
when you scaled
I
this, how
think we
big?
scaled it. We took it up to like 150-200 people. to
Wow.
keep, yeah.
And you witnessed all of this.
Yeah, I witnessed all of this.
And I think you were like 23, 24?
Yeah, I would be like 20. Yeah, I was like 21 to 24, 25 type range. This was there.
Wow.
But I had like Mr. Sudarshan Motwani, who's like, he's one of my mentors and he's like a veteran banker and done it for 40 years. So he made sure that I made no mistakes.